Good morning, everyone. So we're trying something new this morning. Little Miss Clara's on my lap. She's not so sure about this. Yeah, but we'll see how it works. It's funny. She finds my lap to not be big enough to sit on, but she still tries to sit on my chest. Yeah, that's where she used to sit when she was a baby. Alright, so today is Monday. It's the 27th of April. We are now into week 7 of our isolation time. For some of us that do school, this has now been basically the length of summer recess, which kind of mind-boggling to me. Definitely was not in full sewing mode for the first, whoop, careful, I'm gonna fall down, for the first couple weeks there. I've settled in a whole lot better. Yeah? Alright, so this morning, it is Millinery Monday, but I want to talk about a couple other things first. A reminder that tomorrow, we're going to do our pocket of pockets. Thank you. Did put up some materials as a materials list yesterday if you want to take a peek at those. Move this back, now she's down. And then yesterday I was looking around for some silk for a project and didn't really find what I was looking for that, but I came across this fabric that is now in consideration for the parasol. Couple videos back I showed you one of the parasols that I'm working on. It's currently, well, its original cover is black with some black lace and then white lining. I had been thinking about doing a pink plaid, but now I just don't feel like doing that. So lacking black silk, because I think I used them all on the hoods, and I kind of used a chunk for pinking. I like this color. See if you can see that. It's not a shot silk. It is a taffeta. I do wish, can you see the threads? I do wish the threads were a little tighter. It does make me a little nervous. I like a nice tight weave when I'm doing silk projects. But this is definitely a possibility. So I'm going to keep this out for a little while and kind of like contemplate it until it lets me decide. Alright, let's move this guy over here. This guy over there. Alright, so today I thought we would talk about soft crown bonnets. Mostly because I happen to be making a few of them right now. Now this is a style that I don't make very often because it's very fiddly and uses a lot of wire. And the process of wiring can get kind of involved. And then my hands get cranky. So I don't make these often, and it's probably been 1.5 years, 2 years since I made these. I think we were back at the other house when I last made a series of these for July. And I think that's when I had a few friends ask for them, and I'm just now getting around to making them. I definitely procrastinated these a bit too long. So this is going to be one of them. Another one over on the block, and I think I'm going to do 1 or 2 more. One of them, this is a big maybe, might actually make it to the Etsy shop. So you might wonder, what's the deal with this soft crown? Because it looks kind of funny in this state here. So over here is a soft crown. Okay, this is actually my batwing soft crown. Batwing's the straw itself. One of these days I am going to replace those flowers. I liked the neutral aspect initially. It's just getting kind of old and I want to change out the frill. Anyway, so we're going to turn sideways. This whole section here, the straw, it is the brim, and there's just a hint of the transition part into the crown still there. Everything else back through here is soft. Okay, so this is silk, and underneath the silk is net to help support it, to give it some volume. The same thing you're going to see in the bevelé, or the curtain. All right, so that's going to be silk, and this is on the bias note. it does help give a little volume there. So this piece, against my better judgment, I'm going to put it on. My hair's wet, but since it's mine. Alright, so what happens, and my hair's kind of big. Alright. This is so funny because I've never actually put a bonnet on in front of a video before. Alright. So this part sits up on your head and then the rest is nice and soft. If you can see the back there. Okay. There are some significant advantages to having the soft crown. If you find you're someone that does not feel comfortable in bonnets, I do recommend trying a soft crown. If you come into my shop in July at the museum and you're saying you don't like the feel of a bonnet, I generally try to put one of these on you just so you can feel the difference. This kind of feels more like a headband than a bonnet. You don't have that confining feel that some people describe. If you look at this, it really is just this piece that's touching you. This is all soft. The other advantage, because of the structure, if you find you feel like you have a larger head, this style is also more comfortable. It's much more easy to fit. I've had people who say they have a lot of hair find this to be more comfortable than some of the other bonnets, because sometimes it's hard to get your hair positioned quite right. It's not like we grew up in this era, so getting the hair in the right spot can be difficult. So if you have a lot of hair, it does tuck up into the soft piece pretty well, either into it or just below it. It's very forgiving. And then this wire is somewhat adjustable. You can move this up or down and shape it to fit your head a little bit better. I find I like these for traveling. Of course, you're not going to want white or light colors for traveling. You're going to want some darker colors. But if I'm in a carriage or on a train, I can set my head back a little bit and it doesn't push my bonnet forward or anything, and I can actually fall asleep in these. My advice about not wearing white on traveling, not only is that supported contextually, I can now, oh, pardon me, my eye is bothering me, which actually goes along with my story. I can now tell you from experience, wearing a white bonnet on a train is not good. For years, the engine used at this one event we used to go to was a more modern engine, and then they repaired the coal engine, and everybody was very excited, and we're on the train, on the railroad, and quickly was reminded just how much soot is. The reason I said my eye fits the story is because there's a lot of stories, a lot of explanations of what to do if and when you get soot in your eye while traveling. And there are techniques. But that day I found soot attaches to silk, especially sheer white silk, quite well. I started the day with a white bonnet and I ended the day with a polka dotted bonnet. My petticoats, I couldn't believe what it did to my petticoats. It wasn't so much the walking back and forth, it was going up and down the stairs, because my petticoats don't touch, obviously, as I'm walking straight, but going up and down the stairs, the insides of the edges of my petticoats caught all the soot on the stairs, and that is much more difficult to get out than mud. Mud is so much easier than soot. Soot was difficult. There was a lot of washing involved in getting that all out. The soot never came out of the bonnet. I wasn't even gonna fuss. I honestly don't think I've worn it since. Yeah, that's kind of pathetic. So I definitely would not wear white straw, or even the pink or the gray on a train car. Natural, possibly. I would go for more of a traveling hood, if that's at all a possibility, if you had the ability to do a traveling attire. Yeah, so that's a whole tangent. We're supposed to be talking about soft crowns. I am going to put a link to some of my soft crown posts on today's post, just so you can see those. This isn't really meant to be a promotional video, it's just an informative piece. So if you do know someone that's new to the hobby, or someone that has long insisted that soft crowns are not comfortable, that bonnets are not comfortable, try to get them to try a soft crown, or you yourself try a soft crown. I occasionally do make them. Like I said, it's been 1.5 years, 2 years since I've made these. I believe Timely Tresses has a soft crown kit as well. I should have checked that before. I'm pretty sure she has one. And then, of course, if she has the kit, she might make them as well. I don't know who else might make them, or how they land on my level of recommendation. So there may be others out there that are good as well. Yeah. So the rest of this Monday, the boxes are out to get picked up. I raised them up because it has been raining and it looks like it's going to rain some more. My main goals today, I do want to finish the soft crown that's sitting over there. I got in quite a disagreement with it last night. It was really quite adamant that it wanted to be a Marie Stuart. I think it has seen my perception of what it's supposed to be and is being more agreeable. We'll see how the day goes. If not, there may be yet another one to make. So that's on the list. Oh, I didn't. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Okay, so we can call this like an absent-minded Monday. Finished this up last night. I love how this came out. This is a really nice golden straw. I was kind of hoping to get it listed Saturday, but it just wasn't getting there yet, and then was definitely too damp to photograph or pack yesterday. But this has a beautiful curve going on. I don't know if you can see that. I really like how that curve came out. This is one of the parts of a bonnet that I love, is the curving transition from crown to brim. I just, it's something about that. I love that. So while this uploads, I'm going to be posting this one. So chances are by the time the video uploads, this will be ready to go. So if you're interested, you can hop over and grab that. Look, they balance. So yeah, goal 1, get this posted up on Etsy. Goal 2, finish the other soft crown. Goal 3, I have that other piece to put together in a publication. My goal is to have that ready for you guys May 1st, which I believe is Friday. So fingers crossed I'll get all that done. I've got to do a bunch of photographs. I get picky on some of that sometimes and format that. And then it's grocery day. In theory, I should be able to go and pick up a Wegmans grocery order today. It's the one that I started last Monday when I realized I needed Claritin. I think it was Thursday I found a time slot. And today was the closest time slot. So hopefully that happens, because yeah, I'm out of Claritin. Kind of miserable. Yeah. Yep, gotta love those allergies. Okay. So I guess that's it for this morning. I'll talk to you all tomorrow while we make our pocket of pockets, okay? Have a good one.